wonder if that has anything to do with what we're doing today. What? Okay, cool. Well, what's up, guys? Right now we are on the way to JW's. I got some packages in the back that are for the truck. We are basically redoing everything. So if you have watched any of my previous videos, you watched where I took the lift kit off because the rough country lift kit had issues, and then basically you are, you know, seeing the end progress of that, what I've done to the truck now, what kind of setup, you know, tire setup and wheel setup I have now, and then basically just bump all that. We're basically redoing all of it. So new lift, new wheels, new tires, new lights, new rock lights, new I think pretty much everything. So I got like a new switch panel for all this stuff, and I'm going to show you how to install basically things that I've done, and I'm going to bring y'all along with me. So if you have a 2019 Warlock, or you know, any of the newer Warlocks, basically I think they come up to like 2021, any of the older Rebels, all this stuff can kind of apply. So I have a 2019 two-wheel drive Warlock, so things are going to be a little bit different. With that being said, this is going to be like my first video for, I guess, everything. So me redoing the truck, because I'm trying to take it to Daytona and have everything done so I can, you know, have a big truck again. I've really missed it, and we're going to redo all that, and I'm going to bring y'all along like I said. So I will see you whenever we get to JW's, but unfortunately we picked the worst day to do it. So it's been super nasty, so I'm hoping that it won't be too bad, and whenever we get there, you know, it'll stay like it is now, where it's not raining, and then I can show you what packages we got. I don't know if any of y'all have ever seen that in all the videos where people like joke around, but I'm gonna tell you, that's kind of scary when you see that pulling up in front of you. Definitely could make some funny videos that way. Wake up, slam on brakes, and there's the truck. So I don't know, let me know if y'all have ever done some like super scary joke or anything like that to any of your friends. Well, went and got lunch, let the rain kind of pass by, and now we're over here at JW's. I've got my film crew, which I don't know what that was, but this guy here. What? What? Oh, hold on. So let's see what I think this new truck. Yeah, bro. Yeah, JW did some weight reduction modifications to his truck, if you can't tell. You know, was it 2021 or 2020? You'd think I remember, you know, as much as I see it. But he's moving his piece of junk out of the way so I can move my piece of junk into the driveway, where we will be trying to install a lift kit without getting completely rained on, because this weather today, like I said, is just absolute crap. Just take a minute. Boy, that Alpha Rex startup, probably the best thing. I don't know what's he doing. Just back it up and pull it in, bud. Is he gonna try to back it in? There he goes. Those are also new. I'm glad that you moved that piece of junk out of the driveway so I could move my piece of junk into the driveway. What you think? No words. So, oh yeah, thunder. Perfect. Thunder. Insert thunderstruck song here. Yeah. So we're doing a 7-inch maxtrac lift. I've got to pretty much, yeah, I know that 2-wheel drive life. So now the fun part is getting it out. It's back there, and got the springs and all here, but I got to take all this out so I can get the lift kit out, But we did bring some jacks, and we should be good. So just get a good look while you can, and we'll hopefully have a 7-inch lifted truck here in about 4 hours. Oh yeah, boy. Hope there is blue sky, and we are about 4% into the lift kit. So we got the tire off, got my brother recording, thanks. I've already gotten kind of dirty, got JW over there stealing my zip ties, working on something. So let's see, progress of where we are on this lift kit. So like I said, 2-wheel drive lift kits are pretty simple, but what I've done is I have taken the tire off, taking the brake caliper, putting it all up there, taking the rotor and stuff off. This is the sensor for this is the wheel speed sensor, so I went ahead and took this apart. So the next thing to do is we have to go ahead and get the knuckle off. So basically take the basically for your steering, take the knuckle off at the top and bottom, beat the crap out of that. Then the next part will be take the spring out, take the shock out, and then that's pretty much it. Then just put all the new maxtrac stuff in here. So I already got the wheel off. This is my centric spacer. Fun part is doing all this while we're in the rain. So just to show you what we've got here, putting on our new, basically our drop down hub and everything. So that's going to give us our 4.5-inch lift. And then we've got in that box there the bigger springs for the rear, and then the springs for the front and all. So hopefully we can get that all together pretty quick. Let's get to it. Right now we've got the knuckle off, so let me go grab this. Just to show y'all some differences. Oh, I know you can't really tell now, but if you look at the knuckles, you can see that this here, this is your bearing and hub. You see how it's dropped down some, and that's basically how you achieve lift on a 2-wheel drive truck. So you're dropping that basically initial point where the bearing is, and you're dropping it down, and then you're extending this up here. So this here is, you know, kind of short, and you can see that that's pretty long. So we're going to transfer these components over, so basically the hub and the dust shield, and we're going to be putting that on this. Bro, this music is like a vibe.
Makes me kind of happy. I feel like I'm the main character of a movie.
I wouldn't say that, but it's
This makes me feel like I'm the main character.
I don't know who you're calling.
Maxtrac?
Yeah, that's right, maxtrac.
Jamming.
Bro, this music is bomb.
Oh, you already airdropped it to me.
Yeah, since you want of them.
Okay. To the instruction, it says to remove the dust shield from the knuckle because it won't be reused. We were wondering like what the reasoning would be, because we wanted to keep the dust shield on there for wheel lights.
Okay, let me see if tech support can help you. Maybe you can modify it, but I've never been asked that before.
Okay.
What's your name?
It'll be Cameron.
Cameron, you said 2018, right?
Yes, sir.
1500 2-wheel drive 7-inch kit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and just in case he needs to call you right back, what's a good phone number for you?
706.
It's probably not needed. Yeah,
I mean, yeah, it says it's probably not needed, but you said you want to run it on there. So I want to...
So, this here is your stock bolt. That there is the aftermarket bolt. So, if you look here, Up here it's thinner, down there it's thicker. So I put that bolt in. I can't reuse that washer, so I know it's got washers, but if I reuse that, that goes all the way through. So that's why. There's 2 for each side. So that's what these bolts are for. They're for the bottom. Not these 2, because if you see, they're shorter. That's why that don't work. All right, so let's go. And there's exactly 4 fat washer redirections. I'm smart. Smart.
The dust shield, you gonna keep it on there?
I don't know. I mean, like, why wouldn't it not be used? I mean, I could probably take it off. What's dropping in?
What's that substance leaking, bro?
That is what you call your Bilstein's is crying.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And Cameron crying a little bit too.
Not really.
You were gonna reuse. Oh well, luckily maxtrac comes with new shocks. Somehow the shock's busted.
Yeah, I wonder if we can call Bilstein.
Yeah, maybe.
It come undone.
You came. Yeah, you
This whole part happened when I was undoing it.
Yeah.
Dude, we can call Bilstein.
And
let me clean you off a little bit. Had my Bilstein explode on me, as you just saw. Sun was there and now she's gone again, so hopefully it stays clear enough. We've almost got the one side done, so right now I'm about to reinstall the new spring. So if you can't tell, that spring has a lot more girth to it, and then those are the new front shocks we'll be installing and the new front springs. So this spring here gives us 2.5 inches of lift, and then the spindle itself, which we're trying to figure out now if we can still use this dust cover. But this is 4.5 inches and this is 2.5 inches, and that's what gives us our 7.5 inch lift. Well, sockets should be out.
all right, so got the maxtrac knuckle on there. That was a struggle.
Let me tell you, dude, this lift kit isn't a struggle. Oh, it's right here. It's the last thing I did.
We'll film the other side of us actually working on it.
Something like that. Yeah, well, anyways, we got on there. Shock is in place at the bottom, and it will soon be in place at the top. I don't want to tighten everything down, but basically we call it maxtrac, and the dust shield is not necessarily needed, but the reason that it's not needed is because it pushes basically your hub and everything out, which in turn changes the way that the brake pad and all sits on your rotor. So if you want to keep it, for instance, let's say, you know, I might do wheel lights down the road. If we do wheel lights, then obviously you need this. But if you don't, it's not like it has to be taken off, because they said that basically the dust cover would end up rubbing on the knuckle.
I think that's certain models.
And certain models, because they all have different dust shields and different knuckles. I know my dad's truck, his is a 2015, and it's got a different dust shield than mine does. Only by a little bit. His has like a different like little pattern in it, where mine just kind of rolls back. So everything on here is now done. We got everything lifted up. The shock was probably the hardest thing to get in place. Those shocks, I mean, you can see the stock one. It's, you know, a lot thinner. But hopefully we should be finished in just a minute. So I'm gonna basically try to figure out how to get this nut behind here. It's in a very weird position. But once I figure that out, go ahead and tighten the bottom up, which I think I've already done. Tighten the steering arm up. And then we should be able to put everything back on and lower it down, and then see what it looks like.
Sounds good.
Ooh, well, we got one side almost finished, and it's nice night. The only thing that we're working on now is still trying to get to this bolt back here, just because it is super hard to get to, and even with, you know, a wrench and everything else, it's like almost impossible. And so there's still a little tiny gap right between that, and I just want to make sure. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the tire on first, drop it down, and just make sure that everything, maybe I can tighten it up that way. Might be harder, might be easier, I don't know. We're going to figure it out and then go ahead and start on the other side. We did get the new brake line installed, got the little bracket on there. We got this wiggling along, but I'm going to probably put some bit of zip tie or something on that to keep that from going anywhere. Other than that, we are done with one side, and then the sway bar end links, those go on afterwards, because I undo the other side first and then put this back on there. But yeah, it is in. The new shock is in. The new spring is in. And now it's just a matter of putting the wheel back on. This has not been fun. If you got a lift, do it on the lift. If you've got just a better set of jacks and jack stands, that would be a whole lot easier too. But it's coming along. We're getting there. So we got it all done on one side. It is getting dark, so I'll probably just see y'all in the morning. We'll do our best to kind of video some little dark video here and there, but basically we're gonna get this lift put on, and when we're finished, got some other cool stuff that I'll show you probably in the next video. But other than that, there's a glimpse of what it'll look like. The jack and the jack stand are just under there because we're getting ready to do the other wheel, but that's about where it'll be sitting. So yeah, pretty big. But tune in, I'll have part 2 to this video, and basically we'll be finished up with the lift, and hopefully my new items will be here, and we'll be getting those mounted and balanced. So I will see y'all next time. Make sure to like and subscribe, and then got any words for the people?
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Oh, okay. Yep, you heard it, folks. And now it is what time? It's 9:50. So we really got started at about, I don't know, probably about 3 o'clock. And then we didn't really have the right tools to do the job. So we're gonna call it quits. It's starting to rain. I don't know if you can't really see that, but starting to rain, and we are in a neighborhood, so don't really want to be beating and framing on stuff at 10 o'clock at night. So we're gonna go grab something to eat, and we'll see y'all in the morning.